If you want to change your tolerance settings, then you'll need to click on the quick menu, go to Settings, scroll down, click on Layout, and here are your horizontal tolerance and vertical tolerance settings. Click on the blue text to change either one of these. I'm going to change my horizontal to 1/4 inch. Now hit the back button. Next will be the vertical tolerance, and I'll change this to 1/2 inch. Click back. And now your horizontal and vertical tolerance are set. Alright, I'm going to explain what this tolerance feature is in the software. Tolerances define what is acceptable layout. So when you are laying out and you save a point, it's either going to be within tolerance or outside of tolerance. And you decide what to set the tolerances to. As you're laying out, the closer you get to a point, if you get within a tolerance, it will start turning green. In this case, we're talking about you're within the horizontal tolerance, and this number, and the border has turned green. And that's visually letting you know that if you were to save this point right now, it would be within horizontal tolerance. But if you look over here, this will turn green if you're within the vertical tolerance. So if you were to save this point, you would be within horizontal tolerance, but not in the vertical tolerance. And this is what it would look like if you were about to save a point that was both in the horizontal tolerance and within vertical tolerance. And then all you would do is click this green check, and that would save that point. And it would show it as being laid out. After you lay out a point, it turns solid black. These 2 points have been laid out. One thing you can do in the settings is use tolerance colors. If you turn this on, then if you laid out a point, it'll be a solid circle, but it'll be green if it was laid out within tolerance, or it'll be red if it was laid out outside of tolerance. In order for this point to be green, it must be within tolerance for both horizontal and vertical. So if you are within your horizontal tolerance, but not within vertical, it's going to show up red. In reality, you're not really going to be within vertical tolerance. And most of the time, you're only going to be wanting to check your horizontal tolerance. Let's take these footings, for example. If I'm laying out these footings, there's dirt here right now. This is at building pad elevation. That's probably -8 inches below finished floor. So if I lay out this point, the tip of my pole is probably going to be 8 inches below finished floor. It's not going to be at -2 feet. So this point will turn red, even if I get it perfectly horizontally laid out, which is all you're doing at that point. The other reason this is most likely going to be out of your vertical tolerance is because most people, including myself, are not going to go through and assign all these points the exact elevation it's supposed to be at. Like, I'm not going to go to F80 and for the Z coordinate make it -2, because you've got hundreds or thousands of points. And generally speaking, most people will have all of their points with a 0 elevation set for their Z coordinate. Your pole is never really going to be at 0 elevation. It's always going to be out of tolerance. So F56 was within tolerance, both in the horizontal plane and the vertical plane, and that's why the point is green. F59 was laid out within horizontal tolerance, but not within vertical tolerance. That's why it's red. You have to be within both tolerances if you have both turned on for it to turn green. So you can turn your vertical tolerance off. And now that won't be part of the criteria to make it red or green. See? Now that point is within tolerance. F59 is within tolerance because I have not included the vertical tolerance. and only horizontal was checked, and it was within horizontal tolerance. And that's it for this video.